Hi all, welcome to Shilpa's Math classes. So today we are going to discuss about integer addition rules. So we should know what are integers. So we know in a number line we have 0 in the exact middle, then numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to infinity to the right side, and -1, -2, -3, sorry, -4, etc. to the left side. That is 0 in the middle, positive numbers to the right side and negative numbers to the left side. So these numbers are known as integers: 0, positive whole numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, then you should know one more thing before we proceed. So what is absolute value of a number? Absolute value of a number. So absolute value of a number is the distance between 0 and that particular number. For example, the absolute value symbol is this thing. So we can read this as absolute value of 4. So it is the distance between 0 and that number. So here we can see that this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 4 is 4 units distant from 0. So absolute value of 4 is 4. Next, what is absolute value of -4? So you can count from here: 1, 2, 3, 4. So we reach -4. So absolute value of -4 is also 4. So we can say that the absolute value of a number is just that number, positive number. Like absolute value cannot be a negative thing. So it's just the distance between 0 and that particular number. Okay, another example. Absolute value of 8 is equal to 8. Absolute value of -8 is also positive 8. Then what is absolute value of 128? That is equal to 128. Absolute value of -128, that is also 128. So you know what are integers and what is absolute value of an integer. So next we are going to discuss about integer addition rules. So there are three cases. So the first case, okay, we can start from the easiest thing: adding two positive integers. Adding two positive integers. Okay, it's simple, like 3 plus 4, that is equal to 7. Both numbers are positive, so the answer will be also positive. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. 20 plus 13 is equal to 50. Okay, so this is the simplest thing. Next, we are going to check what is the result of adding two negative integers. Case 2, adding two negative integers. Negative integers. So for example, -2 plus -5. This is equal to -7. So both numbers are negative. So our answer will be also negative. Another example, -10 plus -7. This is equal to -17. -20 plus -30. This is equal to -50. So when we add two positive integers, the answer will be also negative. Okay. Then the third case, case 3, when you adding a positive and negative integer and negative integer. So that is, we are adding two integers and one of them is positive and the second one is negative. For example, negative 4 plus positive 10. So how will you do this? Just take the difference of their absolute values. So absolute value of negative 4 is equal to 4 and absolute value of 10 is equal to 10. So their difference is 10 minus 4, which is equal to 6. Okay, so our answer is 6. So what is the sign of the 6? Is it positive or negative? How can we know that? Check these numbers. Whose absolute value is greater? 4 or 10? You can see that this number's absolute value is greater. So 10 is positive. So our answer is positive. Okay. Then what if the question was uh, positive 4 plus negative 10? So in this case also the absolute value of 4 is 4 and the absolute value of negative 10 is equal to 10. The difference between them is 6. So our answer is 6. Then the sign of answer will be negative because the number having greater absolute value is negative 10. So it's negative. So the answer is negative. So 4 plus negative 10 is equal to negative 6. Okay. I'll show one more example. Um, uh, Negative 3 plus positive 8. So here we can see that the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3 and absolute value of positive 8 is equal to 8. Then their difference 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. So our answer is 5. What is the sign of the answer? Is it positive or negative? You can see that the number having highest absolute value is 8. It is positive. So our answer is positive. But if the question was 3 plus negative 8, that is equal to, take the difference between their absolute values. Absolute value of positive 3 is 3. Absolute value of negative 8 is 8. The difference between them is 8 minus 3, which is 5. The number having greater absolute value is negative 8. So its sign is negative. So the answer is negative 5. Okay. I will show one more example. If the question was negative 20 plus positive 50. Okay, so we can see that the first number negative 20 is a negative number and 50 is a positive number. So we are adding a negative number and a positive number. So absolute value of negative 20 is equal to 20 and absolute value of 50 is equal to 50. So the difference between them is 50 minus 20, which is equal to 30. So our answer is 30. Will it be, what is the sign of it? Is it positive or negative? It's positive by the number having greater absolute value, which is greater 20 or 50. 50 is greater, is it? So the number having greater absolute value is 50. It's positive. So the answer is plus 30. Okay, what if the question was 20 plus negative 50? The same case. Absolute value of 20 is 20 and absolute value of negative 50 is 50. The difference between them is 30. The answer is negative since the number having greater absolute value is negative. Okay. Okay, let's explain the rules once again. Case 1 where both of them are positive numbers. 4 plus 10 is equal to 14. Case 2 when both numbers are negative. Negative 4 plus negative 10, that is equal to negative 14 because both of them are negative. So the answer is negative. Third case, when one integer is positive and the second one is negative. Negative 4 plus positive 10. Take the difference of their absolute values. Absolute value of 4 is 4. Absolute value of 10 is 10. The difference between them is 6. The answer is positive since the number having greater absolute value is positive. Then what if the question was 4 plus negative 10? Here also the difference between absolute value is equal to 6 and the number having greater absolute value is negative. So the answer is negative. Okay. I'll show one more example. Big numbers. Okay, suppose the question was 15 plus 10 symbol that is equal to 25. Then negative 15 plus negative 10 that is equal to negative 25. Then negative 15 plus positive 10. First one is negative, second one is positive. Take the difference between their absolute values. Absolute value of negative 15 is 15. Absolute value of 10 is equal to 10. So the difference between them is 5. The answer is negative since the number having greater absolute value is negative. Finally, 15 plus negative 10. Here also the difference between absolute value is 5. The number having greater absolute value is positive. So the answer is positive. Okay, I hope the rules are clear now. We can discuss more questions from integer addition, subtraction in the next class. See you in the next class. Bye.